Hello everyone, my name is Armando Peña. This is my evidence stream of the subject Contemporary World, and today I'm going to be talking to you about society's transformation and the main factors that propitiate it. First of all, to begin my presentation, I would like to start with a short timeline of some important events of the last decades. So let's start. The year was 2001. September 11. Al-Qaeda terrorists crashed planes into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. 2001 also, Steve Jobs introduced the first iPod. 2003, United States invaded Iraq and toppled Saddam Hussein. 2003 also, the Second Congo War ended with around 5 million people dead. 2004, Facebook was formed and introduced by Mark Zuckerberg. 2004 also, the first surface images of Saturn's moon Titan appeared. 2005, the Kyoto Protocol came into effect. 2006, Twitter was launched. 2009, Bitcoin was launched. 2009 also, Burj Al Khalifa, the world's tallest skyscraper, was completed in the United Arab Emirates. 2010, a 7th-grade magnitude earthquake killed around 230,000 people in Haiti. 2011, a 9-magnitude earthquake in Japan triggers a tsunami and the meltdown of Fukushima nuclear plant. 2012, United States rover Curiosity took a selfie in Mars. 2013, Pope Francis became Pope. 2013 also, Boston Marathon bombings. 2015, Charlie Hebdo massacre in Paris. And 2015 also, water was found in Mars. Next, to keep going on with my presentation, I will define some concepts that propitiated the transformation of society. First of all, I would like to start with globalization. Globalization can be described as the cultural, social, economic, and political independence of countries achieved mainly through development of technological means that make it possible. Next concept, terrorism. Terrorism is basically the usage of violence in order to generate fear and terror in a certain population. It is mainly caused by the radicalization of political, social, and religious ideas. Our next concept is the unipolar world, a scenario in which the hegemony of one single state is notoriously present among others in cultural, social, and political aspects. Digital era. It's basically the period of human modern history where information technologies emerged, creating a whole new world of perception and modernity splendor. And how do these concepts relate with the events in the timeline that I mentioned before? Well, I think all the events in the timeline have to do at least with one of these phenomena: terrorism, globalization, unipolar world, or digital era are basically the pillars of the constant society metamorphosis, and everything to happen in the future will have to do with these concepts. Our next part of the presentation, some questions. Why did globalization emerge? Globalization emerged due to multiple factors. The main of them was the improvement and the arrival of new technology, which is the pillar of globalization. Another aspects to consider was the need of the countries to make more efficient their own interdependent processes. Next question. In most cases, what caused the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? Terrorism in any context has a constant, I think, and that is the radicalization of ideals. In this case, religious and social extremism complemented with the vast cruelty were the factors that led to such violent events. Next question. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the concept of a unipolar world? Well, Cold War panorama consisted in two blocs competing constantly, trying to overcome each other with the spread of its political, social, and economic ideals around the world. It basically offered the possibility for one bloc to rule everything and become hegemonic without opposition. With the end of Cold War and the arrival of a multipolar world scheme due to the other factors, the possibility of a unipolar world scenario was completely eliminated. Unipolar world was one of the Cold War's possible endings, but it didn't happen. And our last question, how digital era influence today's society? The improvement of technology to make things easier, efficient, and not as expensive is now a visible fact. The means the digital era has brought to us can be seen everywhere, from technological devices for personal usage to the usage of robots and its appliances in the variety of industries. Commodity, communication, and easy access to information are some of the perks of this era that make it great. So, as a final reflection, we can establish that change in the world is inevitable and that new factors to propitiate it will emerge one way or another. I like doing this activity and I learned a lot of new stuff. So that will be all. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.